Hello people, it's October 1981 and I'd like to welcome you to this video showing off what comics I got this month. I got 10 comics, 4 magazines, and of course a Treasury edition. Now, we'll start off with the big one, X-Men 150. Everybody's been waiting for this one. It's the big showdown between the X-Men and Magneto. Yeah, I know John Byrne's not on the book anymore, but Dave Cockrum's back, and it's still kind of good. I mean, we're all a little sad that John Byrne left, but we'll still go with the X-Men. Why not? And after that, we've got Moon Knight, number 12. Bill Sienkiewicz is really doing a great job with this book. I don't know why they didn't have him do the cover. This is a cover by another up-and-comer, Frank Miller. But Bill Sienkiewicz has just been doing a great job with his Neil Adams-esque drawing. And I have to say, I've really been enjoying Moon Knight. And I expect some big things on Moon Knight from Bill Sienkiewicz. And after that, it's the latest issue of Thor, number 312. There's not much to say about Thor. It kind of just plods along. Doug Minch is a solid writer. Keith Pollard is a solid artist. But all in all, it's just kind of middle of the road. Middle of the road Marvel. Thor 312. I don't know if I'll keep this one on my pull list much longer, but you know. It's only 50 cents, so what the heck. And then, speaking of up-and-comers, here is Gene Day and Doug Minch again doing a nice job. Right, I just love this cover. One of my favorite covers this month. From Gene Day on Master of Kung Fu. I think this guy's got a big career ahead of him. Check out the way he just draws Master of Kung Fu. Paul Galassi, Mike Zeck, and now Gene Day. Master of Kung Fu has had a lot of good artists. And I gotta say, he might be my favorite. Again, Razor Fist. Ha, cool, I like that. And, you know, I don't get many DC comics. But one I have been enjoying for the last years, of course, the one everybody wants, the hottest book out there. The new Teen Titans issue 12 is out. Check out that classic George Perez face-off. Alright, I got interrupted there. Here we go again with this classic George Perez face-off cover. 1,000,000 figures all looking at each other. I never liked DC very much. But if you throw George Perez on a comic, I'm buying it. Marv Wolfman writing it. Everybody knows about the Teen Titans. It's the hottest book. Hotter than the X-Men right now. So, of course, gotta get it. And after that, Micronauts, number 34. Here's another one that's just sort of plodding along. I mean, it's decent. I enjoy it. Bill Mantlo always gives you a solid story. Pratt Broderick gives you some solid art. But it's not the greatest comic, but it's a good one. I think I like this one better than Thor, so it's staying on the list. I'm not too fond of that cover, not one of my favorite ones. But after that, talk about another great cover for the month. Marshall Rogers and Terry Austin on Doctor Strange 49. Whoa. That one's all psychedelic. Love it. Doctor Strange hasn't been good in a little while, but now that Marshall Rogers and Terry Austin have taken over the art. There we go. Roger Stern, good writer, has taken over the writing. Look at that. How can you not like this stuff? I'm looking forward to issue number 50 to see what comes of that. Then, of course, we have one of the best comics out there right now. Daredevil 175, the end. Frank Miller firing on all cylinders. Daredevil's been good for about 2-3 years now, and Frank Miller is the man. Everybody knows it. His first issue of Daredevil is going for $20 now. I mean, just look at that. I hope he stays on Daredevil forever. Because, man, he's got ninjas, Elektra. Ah, there's a red ninja. Cool. He has got everything you would ever want in a comic. Fights, violence. Frank Miller is the man. Let's hope he stays that way. And then we've got... I got interrupted again. Boy, they won't leave me alone. But after that brilliant Frank Miller Daredevil, we have the rather dull, Amazing Spider-Man. Not much happening in Spider-Man lately. We got Denny O'Neil and Alan Kupperberg drawing it. It's not exactly Frank Miller or George Perez. I don't know. I don't have very good things to say about Spider-Man, but I got 50 issues in a row of it, so I can't just stop buying it now. Just because it sucks. Oh well, maybe it'll get better. Then we have Justice League of America. This is the other DC book that George Perez has drawn. Look how cool that is. 1 million figures on the page. It's the annual Justice Society. Oh, look at that. Double-page spread of all of them. It's the annual crossover between the Justice Society and the Justice League. I've never even read one before because I don't read DC. But if George Perez is going to draw them, I'm going to buy them. Because he even makes the Justice League cool. And after that, we'll move on to a magazine, The Price. This is by Eclipse, Jim Starlin comic. This started in Epic Illustrated with his Metamorphosis Odyssey story, and now Eclipse is doing one. This is all in black and white, but it's this fun, trippy Jim Starlin giant space epic. I have no idea. Ooh, Snakehead Man. I have no idea where it's going to go. No idea what it's up to. There's our lead character. Freaky mystic guy with one eye and a bionic eye. All in all, one of my favorites, Jim Starlin. I'm going to keep going with this. Then, speaking of Epic, here's the new issue of Epic. Boom! With a Jim Starlin cover. It's got all sorts of people in it. Arthur Soydom, Tim Conrad, Trina Robbins, Jim Starlin, and a new fantasy series, Children of the Stars by Charles Vess. There's some more Metamorphosis Odyssey from Jim Starlin. His best stuff ever. Cool Tim Conrad artwork right there. Oh, there's the Charles Vess story. I can't wait to dig into this. I love Epic. I get it all the time whenever it comes out. It's one of my favorites. And then another... Geez, I get interrupted again. And here's another indie. ElfQuest. ElfQuest is an epic story, fantasy in black and white, with all these cool elves and wolves and evil villains. And they're fighting each other. It's stuff you can't get from Marvel and DC. It's its own thing. Look how cool that is, huh? Now that is cool. If you're not buying ElfQuest, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing with yourself. Gonna buy boring old Spider-Man when there's ElfQuest out there? Well, I'm buying boring old Spider-Man too, so what the heck. And after that, we have got, for weirdness, Bizarre Adventures. This is just one of Marvel's black and white magazines with 4 strange stories in it. We've got a Logan's Run story, We got an Elektra on her own. She's not in Daredevil. And who else is on this cover? We got a Triton of the Inhumans story. That's Triton right there. So this one's just weird. This one's just full of black and white weird stuff. Let's see if we can get the Unlikely Heroes. Elektra, Shadowhunter by Neil Adams. Nice to see some Neil Adams. Huntsman by Archie Goodwin. That's the Logan's Run one. Conscience of the King. And Bucky Bazaar. Some Wendy Pini back here I just saw. So that she's not only doing ElfQuest, she's doing this one too. Interrupted again, but here we go with the big one of the month. It's another Treasury edition, another Marvel DC crossover. You don't see these too often. It's Batman versus the Hulk. I put my other two Treasury editions back there. The original Superman versus Spider-Man and one of my favorites, the Rampaging Hulk. Just to see Batman take on the Hulk. I mean, oh, geez, that's dumb. Batman kicks the Hulk and loses his breath. Excellent fun. Jose Garcia Lopez, excellent artist. One of my favorites. I'm a big Hulk fan. He should crush the Batman with one hand, but of course he can't. As the Joker, the Hulk should crush him with his other hand. Crush Batman with one hand, crush the Joker with the other hand. But no, they make them fight each other and then team up. It'll be dumb, but it's got Jose Garcia Lopez art, so it'll be good. All right, that's what I got for this month, October 1981. What did you get?